right, guys, today we're going to have a little topic. And so what we're going to do right now, as you can tell, I got quite a few wrenches. I've got more. This is just one of the toolboxes. You know, I got stubbies, I got crazy ones, I got long reach, I got half moon, I got S, I got boxing, I've got all kinds. But the conversation of this video is not, you know, the same thing with sockets, right? Like sockets, you know, you got shallow, tall, semi, you know, and just all these different types of sockets that you got. But the one thing that when I was a tech in the shop was I always had multiple creepers. This one right here is the one that I kept out of the 5 that I owned. I owned one of these. I owned a Cornwell that had some really large diameter wheels. Well, it's not a Cornwell. It's actually that bone creeper that has the big wheels, but it's kind of low profile. I had one of those that was low profile, and then I had a Cornwell that had large diameter wheels, but it was higher up. And then I had a snap-on that would turn into a sitting stool, and it had an adjustable backrest. You know, that came in handy. And I had, on that one, I had both the small wheels, and then I had the large diameter wheels, which that's for rough terrain or, you know, parking lots, some rock. But the thing is, if you're a shop mechanic, if you're young, you know, you're going to be fine. But once you get over 30, you don't realize it, but you use your abdominal muscles a lot. And if you're not going to the gym, if you're not doing core exercises, what you're doing is you're setting yourself up for a hernia. And hernias are very, very common in this field. So I had creepers because when I was in the shop, we did a lot of clutches, we did a lot of transmissions, we did a lot of third members. So you spend a lot of time under the trucks on your back. And sometimes if the creeper's too low and you're trying to get up high, you know, you're in an awkward position, you're using your abdominal muscles. So I would have different creepers that would help to alleviate with the body positioning of my body. So my question is, if you're willing to spend hundreds of dollars to have all these different wrenches, sockets, or cordless tools, you know, why don't you at least get 2 different types of creepers, you know, if you're a shop mechanic. And this is more for the shop guys. I really like that dog bone one with the large wheels that was low profile. It was really handy. And the best thing about it, it had the covers around the wheels so it wouldn't bite you. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you're rolling around and then all of a sudden the large diameter wheels, they will pinch you and they hurt like a mother. That's one thing I did like about that. The Cornwell had a high, super thick cushion that was just amazing to lay on all day, working under a truck, you know, especially if you're doing a transmission with a clutch job. It was just amazing, you know, provided you had the clearance. You know, and to use that one, I would go ahead and I would jack up the truck a little bit to give me the clearance if I needed it. But it had like, I think, a 3-inch foam pad that was just great. I mean, you got off that thing, you know, and you were in great shape. The plastic I do like because it's all weather, it resists oil, it cleans up real nice, and they just last a long time. They're inexpensive, but again, my advice to shop techs is have more than one creeper. Think about what I'm saying, you know. Have the large diameter wheel one, have a small diameter wheel one, have a low profile one, and then have one that's a little bit standard. You know, that's my advice. That's my thinking on it. What do you think? Let me know. All right, guys. This, you know, since we're going to be talking about shop stuff, not so much mobile stuff, you know, one thing that, you know, a lot of these customers like is when you kind of give it that personal touch, right? So one of the things that you can do is you can go ahead and grab your blowgun. And I know a lot of you are scared because, oh, yeah, you know, you could disconnect this. Well, you know what? Stand back. Stand back. You can just blow the dust off as best as you can. You don't have to do a, you know, like right there, we still got some dust right there, but hey, you know, whatever, you know, it's just the way it is. But, you know, do a little blowing of the dust, you know, and look for corrosion. Of course, right here, number one suspect, you know, the cowling. If they're getting tree leaves in there, you know, talk to them about it. Tell them about the the repercussions of stuff accumulating in their thing, and maybe even get them to let you, cabin filter and do a little more thorough cleaning. Top off the washer fluid, give it a little squirt of WD-40 on the mechanism, and also, the battery service. You can always load test it real quick. Doesn't take real long. Top down. I have a video, you know what I'm talking about. I help these people keep their car on the road. How much time does that take? Not much. It just takes maybe a minute or two. And, of course, check their brake fluid and stuff like that. And then it's one of those things. If you get in a habit of rushing through a service and you start skipping little steps, you're just going to keep on skipping little steps. If you get into a habit of, having your check boxes, hey, is it missing a fuse cover box? Hey, is it missing the engine cover box? Hey, customer, can we get you that? Hey, is this missing here? Hey, whatever, is you have an oil leak, of course, that's obvious, right? But the thing is 90% of the customers are not going to appreciate it. But it's always been proven the 10% that do appreciate it tend to become 90% of your business. Crazy math. Think about it for a minute, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Anyway, that's an extra tip of the day. Thanks for watching.